Yo, it's Edworld 369. You already know. Came to tell my vision once again. And today, I'm with my cousin, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just wanted it's cause low key, I feel like just the shit I be talking about basically just be hidden and like low key. But I don't know. Buddy, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I had this one thing that I just wanted to talk about. It was like about your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Type shit. And yeah, like, hey, what the fuck, buddy man? What's it called? And I remember when you were telling me, bro. I don't know when we were at that one place, bro, the dispensary. And I remember I had to like remember. I had to like know my name. Like, who am I? You know what I mean? Yeah, and it was like. Like I remember once I put my name Edward, like I would tell Vita, hey, this is Edworld 369. That's like it's kind of ass. No, when I would say that shit, you know what I'm saying? Edworld 369. And like when I would make videos, bro, just like this, and like that's my name. That's what I was like. All right. Once I put that name, I was like, that's me. Type shit like that's like it fits me in a way. And then I don't know, I just found ways for people to just tell me, like confirm that it's like that's you. Like Edward, like I felt like I wanted to like show my world, my vision, like how I see the world. You know what I'm saying? Show people how that is. You know what I mean? Type shit. And I feel like that's really what you gotta fucking do it. Type shit. Like know, like what I don't know, like what are you giving to the world? Type shit. Buddy, man, again. Yeah, ven. No. Ven, ya. Ven. Yeah, just like that shit, bro. But I feel like that's where we really gotta start. Like, that's what I was gonna ask you, like, bro, like, do you really like your name, like what, you know what I'm saying? What are you like really giving out to? You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Like that name, I feel like that name just gives hella meaning. You know what I'm saying? And like type shit. And I was thinking it because I was right there and I was like, oh, Roberto. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I was talking to Buddy. I was like, oh, look, Roberto and shit. I was like, bro, like, and I was thinking like in English, Robert, it's basically Roberto. And I was like, but I was like thinking like, what if I say Roberto or Robert, but like in Spanish, and oh, ando con el Roberto, con el Roberto. You know what I mean? So I was like, but there's people named Robert, like, but I feel like Roberto is like, oh, like when I was in Chile, bro, they would call me Eduardo. Because my name was Edward. They'd be like, oh, Eduardo. You know what I mean? Eduardo. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, but that shit's like, I feel like that's like a big part too. Cause I remember I would like think like, what the fuck is my name? Like what? Like just being an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember playing Twitch and shit. My name was like King Supreme and shit like that. Like just like I was just trying to look for a fucking name for myself. That shit.
You know, it's great. Like when I first started rapping and shit, my name was Sinner.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking too. Like I remember that's the name that I know you by.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I be thinking like, cause I had a couple of names too. You know what I'm saying? Like going through it. You know what I mean? Just like I feel like you just gotta find that name. Like who you. It's like making a whole different personality. Like that person is a whole different person.
You know what's crazy? Cause like there's a couple of names I call myself. Like, well, I changed my name to RobTheMan. Like I'm just the man. RobTheMan.
RobTheMan. I feel like that's way better. RobTheMan.
I feel like, but like now I would like if I would change my name, bro, I would change it to Aware.
Aware.
Like I like write that shit, I tag that shit. Man. It's just like for the longest I had that name type of thing, and I feel like it would only make sense to like call myself that.
Because
like-
you're hello.
Yeah,
Why
like,
shit? Do you be writing and shit?
like
I
I,
feel like
yeah, like I literally write that. Like I've always like been like, how do you say, like aware?
Hmm.
Like I remember you telling me, he's like, you're aware, like where? Like I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm more aware than most people, and like it's like, it's crazy because I've like always wrote aware. For, like, you know, like I was
yeah, like
just
the
like
shit
the
you be
way.
writing too, like it's like deeper. It's like more of like you have to be aware to notice those things that you talk about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like crazy because you're like, oh, like I noticed. Like you're saying like something like I see that shit type shit. You're like, you said something like that, like oh,
It's like I almost feel like as like a rapper or like somebody like, just a badass name, kind of. Okay, like aware.
aware.
You know, aware. You listen to aware, like
Aware.
aware, like it's just like off the tongue, like it's just aware. Like, it sounds
I mean, yeah.
like it sounds better than Sinner. It sounds better than Rob the Man. It's just aware. It sounds aware, like you know.
I feel like it's more like inspirational too. Like even if like just like the word aware. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Like aware, like meaning like knowing what's going on, basically like knowing what you're doing. Like basically like constructing shit. Like aware, like I mean you gotta be aware to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? To like build the fucking house, you gotta be like. I'm just thinking of that shit right now. Like, just to build the house, you have to be aware to like put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Put the things where they go. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what you gotta do. Type shit.
Okay.
I mean, that's like a sick name to a kid. Aware. And you feel like that's like. I feel like that is like good name too, low-key. Cause I feel like that's like that image that you're giving them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that fucking. Like you're making people more aware with your music. You know what I'm saying? Just like noticing those type of things. What the fuck is this? Oh, buddy. Oh, he's right here.
Good boy.
You're doing good, boy. No, it's just like being aware and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just you. Like, I feel like the words that you say too, like, it makes me like open my mind to just like think like that, like how you think, like how you know what I'm saying, like put myself like in that
Right.
perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's kind of crazy.
What's up? Dude, she freaked
I
out.
feel like that's really what music is too. Okay.
It be in the music when that shit happens?
Hmm?
They said it be in the music and shit when that happens?
I mean, when I feel like people, that's what they express really, like that. It's like a channeling, you could say. It's like a little energy it's like a download that comes in that you're supposed to let out, bring heaven to earth type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like bring what's in your mind and put it into material. You
Right.
know?
That's crazy.
That's kind of fucking weird.
That's the thing. That's the amazing thing about fucking music, though. Real talk.
Mm-hmm. Cause you can do that shit.
It's
Like even if you don't have it, you know what I'm saying? Like you can say that you do, and it's basically like changing your like you're talking like you know how I've heard that like Nipsey Hussle, like motherfuckers like they like Biggie, Tupac, like those motherfuckers like brought their death to them type shit
Right.
because they're talking about death, talking about killing like I don't know just shit like that, you know?
dude, I'm telling you, like, just.
And they were like,
listening
oh,
to
like I'm just gonna.
better
They were
music.
talking about like, oh, someone's gonna catch me sleeping or some shit. Like they were saying shit like that, you know,
Yeah,
in
you know.
their words, the lyrics that they were saying.
It's
Mhm.
It really is.
So it's basically, I don't know. I feel like
It's manifesting, really.
Hmm.
It's,
it's like you can like say like, oh, like, I got the bag or I got all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the money and shit. You know what I'm saying? But and then it's like you don't really have it, but it's like
you will.
it's that mindset. It's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like you're going for it type shit. Buddy. What the fuck is this?
Uddy, 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 buddy, uddy, 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 uddy.
Now forever gonna smoke this shit. But I feel like that. I remember the other day I told you brother I had a dream that like I was like out of my body basically. I was sleeping and I was like out of my body. I felt like I was like did like a astral travel meditation type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like out of my body, but I was like sleeping in a way. Like I did it before I was sleeping, and I was like in the meditation, and I just fell asleep basically. You know what I'm saying? And then I was fucking talking to someone, bro. I felt like there was just a voice in my head, like, yeah, like this is what I remember. It was like, yeah, like hold this, hold it tight, and just hold it as hard as you can, like just keep it with you, and like bring it down, like basically like take it with you, basically. So I was like up there, bro. I remember just like holding it, and I feel like just trying to bring it down. It's like hella pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're like trying to bring it down in here. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to this body. I'm just like coming down to the body, bro, and I just like it's like I don't know what the fuck it's for type shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I learned is like in the moment I'm gonna learn it, but it's like a download. Fucking buddy. Man.
We could get going.
Shit, buddy.
You used to be black. Buddy used to be black. Oh, buddy. You used to be black.
¿Por qué te vas lejos tú? This was deep into his head.
No God.
Like, I'm Auski. Yeah. No, it should be like downloads and shit, bro. Like it's like I feel like what happened with you, bro, is like that same shit. Because you know how you be saying like, oh, I don't have nothing. Like I don't know what really to spit, and then out of nowhere shit just came to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's basically that. It's like downloads, shit just like coming through you, coming to you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
crazy.
bring it to the world, type.
That's crazy, for real. That was like,
And it's cause like I feel like you let yourself be able to do it, like receive it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at a moment you were like blocking yourself off from that information, from what you really needed to like.
one thing
Digest.
like you said to me the other day is when you, fuck, I forgot what you said. Like I was mind blocked basically, and you were saying like my mind, like it's all in my mind basically.
Like you're limited.
Yeah,
By
like
what
fuck,
you know.
like fuck. But it was like on some other shit though. It was like, I don't remember.
No, all that shit really is in your fucking mind.
Yeah, fuck. What are you saying?
I don't even remember that shit. But it's like that same shit. It was like a download, bro. But I feel like in the right moment, you're gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? It's like that same shit, like comes to you, but it's like it's in you. At the right moment, it's gonna come out. Like with that shit, like I feel like it just flew through you and you like just let it out because you felt it. You know what I'm saying? Now you do it.
I was just like thinking about that shit.
Yeah, probably. I feel like it was like a.
Like I remember, like because we were saying like my music can only be like anything you want, right?
Like
And,
make it a piece of art.
and you were saying like your mind can think about anything you want, like kind of thing. So like
Imagine it.
yeah, like fuck. Basically though, like shit. Like basically it's already there.
Like you have it in you already.
Yeah, like
You need that like little spark.
yeah, like
I'm trying to like get that memory back in your head and shit like, oh, like that little spark. Fucking buddy. Buddy, ven, ya ven. ¿Quieres ir para adentro? Ya vamos para adentro. Ven, anda para adentro. Allá atrás.
what the hell? It was a jumper, dog. That, shit, that looked crazy. Like the way he jumped up, like it was like all his legs were like aligned already.
Before you jump?
Yeah, like he had landed and shit, and like most like he would have like put the legs hands on first, and then like I don't
He
know,
put his feet first. Type shit.
they all landed at the same time. Like
Taught him good.
that shit looked crazy.
There's a lighter, no?
Wait, the boil.
The lighter. Yeah, I had that shit low key. I got it. It's even the right one. This was black. You know? What the fuck is that? I didn't know I had this shit.
Yin and yang.
Trying to get back. I feel like. Motherfucker, what is that shit?
What?
Where were we going? I feel like there was like. I feel like just like me making you remember what I said. It had like a whole meaning to it. You know?
Fuck. It really does. Cause that's what like inspired me to like open my mind and shit really well. I forgot what the fuck you said. It was so simple. Like,
The mind, our limits. You said something like that.
yeah, but like, yeah.
Like how you talk yourself out of it. Or something like that.
I'm just. It was more like with the words.
Like what you say.
Yeah, like it was like with words. Like you said something about it with the words. Like these words are already in your mind, and you just gotta.
Yeah, they're like, it's like a download, basically. You know what I mean? Like you came here, or like you didn't know what you wanted to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then it just came to you in this time, like right now, when you were able to be able to receive it. You know what I'm saying? But you're like blocked by something not letting it come in. You know what I'm saying? It's like a way
like-
you think, type shit, a way that you, like you think things are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And once you like, you're like, oh, you change the way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like different experiences coming, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like different type of words or different type of shit comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember when I would like want to make good lyrics, I would have to go to like a party or something, like,
Right. Go.
and then right after the party, it's like write what I felt in the party type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta go live life for real.
Like I don't know, like I just had to like change the way, like the area I was in, the things I was like doing. Like I feel like me being at a party was like I got the energy of what a party is, so I like
That's how you can be relatable.
yeah, like I was like, yeah, like this is what a party, like what you do at a party and shit, like
Like you
talk
would
about
say
that.
how you
know?
feel, and
Yeah.
niggas would be like, "Oh shit," the way he's explaining it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, 'cause like they be feeling that same shit
Yeah,
at a party. You know what I mean? You're just like putting yourself in those shoes type shit. Like if you want to be a millionaire, like you have to think and act like a billionaire. You know what I mean? Type shit. It's all that bullshit. Really.
This is one like nigga I be watching and shit, and he was just like he's like a comedian,
Mm.
and he was saying that like you have to treat like something like that, like how I be rapping or something like this, like a full-time job before this actually becomes something that's our full-time job. Like, we become like known for this and we get paid off for this, and we have to treat it like a full-time job, like now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what I've learned really is like work and do this on the side, basically, until this becomes a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like thinking too, like I had to start now. You know what I'm saying? If I don't ever start, like
It's all about, I feel like, confidence, bro. Or like,
yeah,
or not,
like,
or
you
like
right now, it's like what the fuck?
believing in yourself that like this is the only way out.
Mm.
Fuck working, like plan A is only plan A. Like this can't be plan B.
Yeah, this is my plan A right here. Look,
You know what I'm saying? This is
It's
plan
always
A,
been
and
like
this
my
is-
plan,
and This
like-
is it. And, you know what I'm saying?
it's great because like I've always been like it's never like left my mind. Like no one's ever like been able to talk me out of it. You know what I mean? Like, even since I was a kid, like I was like I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna be who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like even seeing like the other worlds, like everybody else, like I don't want to be like them. Like I'm my own
Right.
self. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Like you have to separate yourself from people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Cause I remember like I didn't want to like say it out loud, but it was like my mom, bro, like she would have problems, and she would like it was like her problems were my problems too. You know what I'm saying? So I was like I had to like separate myself. Like those problems are yours, and like, these problems are mine. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I really did think about that too, like with my mom and shit. Like I can't make my problems her problems, basically. But it's like, you know, I'm the same way, but like, I was thinking about her, you know? Not like I'd rather not stress her out because she already got her own problems.
Yeah. It's kind of like your problem, like, and like you have to learn how. And once you do that, bro, it makes you like able to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like put them in that same mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like that same thing. I was like that chain, basically. It's basically that. It's basically like you separating yourself from like.
Right, I had to get myself in order.
Yeah.
Check myself, get my mind right, so I can help some other people. You know?
That's it. That's what really was from. Like, I remember always telling my mom, bro, like you have to help yourself before you can ever help anybody else, bro. And it's like if you're struggling and shit, like how am I gonna look for advice from you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's just funny. I was thinking like one time like the time you ever asked me like advice with your girl and shit. Like more or less like different in a way. Like I haven't been with a bitch in a long ass time. You shouldn't be listening to a nigga that's single. Like you shouldn't be
you don't know what it's like to be with
you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be like I'm probably the nigga you really shouldn't be listening to. Like I'm the nigga that's gonna be like, hang that bitch up, like hang it up. So, like
you know
that's like probably not like what you like.
I remember when you would tell me about with the man, bro. I felt like I knew that I should have finished it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like you knew that because I feel like I've never had a relationship more than 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So maybe like you just having a longer relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I would just say like you're wasting your time. Yeah, you better end that shit right now.
And it's like in the long run, it was like that. Man. Just like what I was going through, just like how I was experiencing. I feel like you know what that's like, that shit.
Kind of.
That you like felt it on me, type shit.
Yeah, dog.
So you're just like, yeah.
That shit sucks. That shit sucks. having like not.
I just remember that one day, bro. When I was like tripping.
Yeah, I already knew you was gonna like. I just tried to feel
it. So you know that night, bro, she fucking went with her ex, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
But she's only there. They like kissed and shit. They did all this shit, bro.
They did all that shit.
So I was like, what the fuck? I was just fucking mad, like, because she wasn't like replying to me, like she always would. Type of.
This is
So I was like tripping, bro. Like, what the fuck? And then. Yeah. But I feel like it's just because I didn't listen to you, type shit.
Yeah, fool. That's the thing. This people gotta learn the hard way. Real talk.
Are you high, Woody? Be careful, buddy. Oh my gosh. I can't
even blame you. I can't even blame you. Nobody can. Nobody can.
It be like that, bro. No, fuck. I mean, it all comes to really to the same thing, really. Like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is my name? What do I have to give to this world? Like, who am I impacting? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna remember my name? Type shit. And that same name. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We out here. This is Edward 369. You know what I'm saying? Just telling my vision once again. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. Another day. We out here. See y'all next video. Y'all already know the drill. Had that boy. You know what I'm saying? We out.